About what it was like coming back, being so close to home, but now you had a few games to play. What is that process being like, being back home playing and having success with the season?
I'll say, first game was a lot of emotions for me. Like, it was like, never thought I would be in this position. Now I am. So I was kind of taking it all in. And ever since then, it's like, now let's win. Let's do something special here. So that's just been my mentality throughout this.
Are you getting the habit of managing tickets because you got a big home section of people that want to come up and you got to keep the count going and all that?
Well, I told my parents and my family, I said, just, I'll let y'all know when the time comes. But yeah, a lot of people been trying to get in, like reserve some tickets like months earlier. I don't worry about this game. I'm not even worried about that.
Staying present, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
When you look at their quarterback, particularly when you're in the middle of the defense, what are maybe some of the keys that you need to do to maybe prevent some of those big plays based on what you've done already against maybe some of the mobile quarterbacks you face?
We got to be better in our impressions, keep him in the pocket. And even if he does get out, we got to use our hustle, and like how to go racing and just chasing down.
Coach Rossi kind of came in with the idea that stopping the run, limiting explosive plays, and creating turnovers were kind of the three main points of emphasis. It seems like you guys have done really well in those things through the first three games. Can you talk about that and just seeing some success, especially in the areas that you guys have emphasized?
Yeah, I say we got better each week, but we don't want to, like, this week 3, we don't want to be our best at week 3. We want to be our best at the end. So we're always looking at ways to improve in every category. No matter how good we did 1 week or how bad, we're always looking to improve. So by the end, we can actually say we did this.
The common denominator between all those big things seems to be rallying to the football, and if you guys have a bunch of people in that area, you're going to probably stop the run, limit explosive plays, and create turnovers. Can you talk about that and just what you guys have been able to do from a
our coach, he
standpoint?
preaches how toughness, technique, and detail. And if you play all 4 of that in one play, and you play each play as its own self, then we have a great chance to be a really good defense. So that's what we stick to.
Jordan, so you heard about how physical they are. You've probably seen it on tape, I'm guessing. You guys looking at that? Is that stuff true, first of all? And are you guys looking at this as a chance to, like, match that, and show your own physicality side, I guess, on defense, that type of thing?
Yeah, they're a tough football team, but we're on defense. We're not going to let that happen. Like, our mentality is not to give anybody anything, so we're going to stick to that.
Do you guys look forward to that type of matchup?
Oh, yes,
It's going to be
100%.
a lot of banging and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Jordan, you and Luke Newman, 7 and 70, 2 guys from Michigan left, came back. Is that something that's always kind of in the recesses of your mind? Geez, I'd really like to finish there, or does it just happen?
It just happened. Like, I never thought, when I went to Wisconsin, I never thought I would end up in Michigan State. So, God has a plan for everybody, and I feel like he put everybody on this team together for a reason.
When's the first time it dawned on you that this could be a reality?
Ended my season last year, I was realizing, I'm not feeling it over here. And I felt like it was time to go home.
When you look back to week 1, the FAU quarterback, what similarities does he have? When you kind of prepare for a guy like that, how much do you build that into your preparation for a guy like BC's quarterback?
I mean, it's like the same thing, but Thomas, he's more experienced. He's proven that he's done a lot. And like the FAU quarterback, he was moved, but this guy, he's 5'8" doing this, so he can spin out of stuff. So it's just have, like, never assume that somebody's gonna have him down, because who knows what's gonna happen. So just keep playing till whistle's done.
Is there a difference to maybe in the smoke to find a small quarterback like that can move, or is it just more like a running back at that point?
It depends on the OC how he wants to use him. I mean, if you got one that can move like that, then I guess that's a plus.
I meant for you guys on the defensive side, when you're trying to look, you got all the offensive line and everything else, you're trying to find this guy. Where is he?
Russian lanes. I mean, we're gonna find him. We have great eyes. Just have your eyes in the right spots.
guy like Sam, who's been a walk-on here for 5 years, you know, Jonathan's talked about the leadership he brings. I guess, what have you, from your perspective, the guys showed up, not on scholarship, every day still at it. What's, you know, just what you've seen from him since January?
He just puts his head down and work. You know, what a lawyer, instead of being a lawyer while a football player and our scholarship, man, he just put his head down and work. Like, and he's just here for Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll do whatever. Like, you seen on the game last week, we needed a snapper. He went out and snapped the ball for a field goal or extra point. So I love people like that. And also, I just love that he's in my room because now, like, he's a smart, you know, y'all know, he's smart. So me and him, we always try to beat Coach Rossi the way he's trying to say and play jokes off of it or whatever. So, like, me and him, I just like banging ideas off of him because he knows a lot of stuff. And also, like, he helps the younger guys know how college football is. So I just love him, you know, being in our room.
When it comes to penalties, a lot of your coaches have said, like, it's peer-to-peer, like reinforcement or peer pressure or whatever. Like, you guys are trying to hold yourselves accountable and police as a captain. I'm just wondering how that's going, what that's like. You know, what are those conversations like? And just how are you guys internally trying to address the penalty situation, basically?
Yeah, it's unacceptable. I mean, like, we're not trying to dial down our aggression or like how fast we're playing. It's just we just got to be smart around certain situations, and it's not going to get us until it get us. Like, first 3 games where we got double-digit penalties, like, and we still won. But when you go against a great team and you still having those double digits, it's going to get you because then people are not going to have as many penalties or setbacks that we're enforcing. So
How do you guys police that amongst the team type of thing? Or
just
how's
focus.
How's that? Okay.
Focus.
With him taking off and running like he does, I mean, I would imagine there's a lot of talk this week about slides, late slides, all those things from the first week. You kind of, is that something the coaches are trying to reinstill in you, or you guys reinstilling each other at this point?
We talked about it. He's not really a late slider. He will go out or he will slide when he felt like he got enough. So, but it's still like be smart. Realize that he's going down and don't hit him.
Did you guys know that about FAU's guy beforehand, or were you like learning that in real time, how late he was doing that stuff? Like,
You
I
know,
know he hadn't played that
we
time.
knew he was a late slide, but you know, this is our first time playing somebody like that. Like,
Yeah.
he running at you, and he just like drops. So.
Game one, that's a pretty
And
hard
it's
adjustment.
game 1, everybody excited. We trying to hit, so you gotta be smart now.
Staying with that, like, sliding has become an issue in the NFL, now in college. As you as an aggressive player, how do you go through the process when you say, do you dial back in a split second, or you always have a mindset? I mean, have you ever been faced with those situations where it was that close for you?
I mean, yeah, the first game, they tried to get me for targeting for it. But, for me, it's like, you keep going, and once you see him drop down, it's like, just do whatever to pull off, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like late slides is more dangerous for him because we come at full speed, and if you're asking people to go away, and he's right here, we come from full speed, like, you're asking us to, make a quick decision in such a small amount of time.
But it doesn't make you play timid, though.
No, never. If it happens, it happens, but we're always practicing not for it to happen.
Would you like to see that rule change? Not this year, but at some point.
Oh, yeah, as you seen it, I think Maryland's first game, he got his helmet taken off. The first week, every quarterback got his head taken off because of late slides,
Yeah.
So it's like y'all want to keep seeing them doing that, or y'all gonna do something about it? So,
What should they do? What can they change it?
I'm not a rules guy, but I'll just say, if he's sliding late, it shouldn't be a penalty on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's the helmet. But it shouldn't be a penalty.
He's changing his plane. You're not.
Yeah. Because 2 or 3 years ago, Kenny Pickett, he did a fake slide. So they pulled everybody off, and now people are just running and sliding and dropping late.
Yeah.
So it's
Are you noticing that with guys trying, particularly obviously quarterbacks, but using their legs maybe differently to kind of mimic a slide, or if you see that kind of carry over?
I don't focus on slides. If you slides, but I'm not really focused on that.
Greg, guys go to Jordan.
Thanks.